Alright, so come to the back here. And in the book or in the instructions, it actually tells you to start with the arms and the upper body. I recommend starting with the legs. Open up this panel, 180 degrees. Open up this panel here. And we're going to take this panel. Now, in order to release this foot, this is just part of the articulation. You can squeeze here, and that'll make it easier. If you just pull down, this is harder to release. Right, so you can just squeeze here, and that'll release it. Right, that'll allow you to take this and open this up. Pull that back in down there. You're gonna lift this whole assembly of stuff out of here. It's kind of annoying, but that's what it is. You're going to take this whole assembly here, move this out of the way, and this is going to fold down. There's an auto-morphing piece, and my hip skirt fell off. I mentioned that earlier. I'm just going to leave it off because it's going to keep bothering me. Right, this is going to come down. There's an auto-morphing piece right here. It's on a spring-loaded piece. As you roll this down, it's going to push in that auto-morphing piece. It's kind of cool, but as you first get this figure, it may not automorph for you. It might get stuck, but it should push that out of the way and sit down like that. Right? So if you get it right, it should look like that. So this piece that you had on the side, this is going to come down like this. And make sure you open this a little bit before you close it so it fits around. And then this is going to come down and tab into there. So that's what it looks like on the inside. You've got that piece in there. All right. Come to the outside here. This piece is going to flip around. And there's a tab right there that's going to fit into the bottom. So bring this in and tab it in. For this part here, you're going to fold this panel inwards. It's going to sit in like that. Fold this panel upwards. Wheels are just going to sit here for now. We'll take care of that a little bit later. And then this triangular piece is going to fold forwards and just meet up there. And now you have basically that side is ready. On the inside here, there is a tab right there that's going to fit into the side of his leg. So get that in there as well. Take this panel here, unpeg it from the inside. Remember I mentioned this should be on the inside for the robot mode. It should be on the outside for the vehicle mode. Take this panel here. This is going to lift up, rotate forward, and sit like that. Obviously that's going to make his little ramp piece there. And this panel, we're going to leave this here for now because later we're going to fold this out. But there's a whole bunch of panels in here that make up his trailer bed. Right, so that's basically one leg done. That's how you want it. So I'm going to do this other one off camera just to make this review a little bit not as lengthy, and we'll be right back. All right, now that we have both legs done, you can put them together. So go ahead and fold out this tiny little panel here. There's two tabs here and two tabs here. They're going to tab in together, and then this is going to slide down and in. So get this slid down first, then tab all those four tabs together. It's not the best fit, but it does work. All right, next we'll work on these arms here, and these are relatively simple, but there's some tricky steps. So you have to get this panel off, and it really requires bending some plastic. I know, it's just unfortunate, but you gotta lift this panel forward just a bit, which will allow you to pull this out. So this tab is underneath this piece. That's the only way. I don't know why they did it that way, but that's the way they did it. So we're going to open up this cap up here. That's going to allow you to take this entire arm, swing that out, rotate this down. There's a little teeny tiny tab in here. You're going to fold that out so it sticks out like that. Then we're going to take the panel we just removed, and that's going to come back in. Again, you've got to bend the plastic to get it in. You've got to bend this open. All right? And just leave that there for now. Come to here, you're going to peg that into there. On the bottom of the arm, we're going to take this and extend it. Like I mentioned earlier, if you have trouble extending it, just do that and that'll help you get it, and then you can pull the rest all the way out. It's got to be all the way down. Then we're going to take this Open this up, collapse this down on the hand, and make sure you have the hand in a fist. Should be hitting away like that. It doesn't really matter too much, but you just need it collapsed. And then on this side, we're going to rotate so we have the arm joint facing forward. So, and we also want this extended outwards if you hadn't already extended it. I had mine extended in robot mode, so make sure you pull these out. Alright, so same on this side, exact same transformation. Alright, now that we have the arms done, we can take care of the chest. This is by far the most complicated part of the entire transformation, and also it's frustrating. Go ahead and get a fingernail down here, open up that panel there. So anyway, pretty cool sound effects, but getting the batteries in there, huge pain in the butt. Open up these panels here. These two just tab in on the top and bottom. Go ahead and open up these panels here. And this is why I saved this for now, because there's a lot of untransforming to get you to this battery. Right, this is going to lift up and out from here. It's a little tricky, but you're going to basically push down on this, and that's going to get this out. So that's basically went like that, right? Then you got to get this out, and this is also a similar kind of thing. And you're going to pull. It's just very annoying, but so you can see there's two sets of tabs holding this all together. It's basically a puzzle. All of this is a puzzle. But come onto the top here, lift this up and out. This is tabbed in the front, so make sure those tabs clear. And we're going to fold all this out and out of the way. And now I can show you the battery compartment. So right here is where you put those batteries. So there's 3 LR44s go into this. You just take those 2 screws out. There's a plus right here and a minus here, so the plus goes towards this direction, and that will power the sound effects. So go ahead and we're going to build this box here. So we're going to come to the front, and this is going to accordion up and out. These panels are going to rotate to the back. And then these white panels are going to make a filler and just sit right here like that. So same on this side, rotate this. These white panels are going to make a filler. This is going to open up. We're going to slide this down, and that's going to make basically the roof. So leave that there for now. There's a panel in here you're going to fold out. You can kind of see how this is coming together, but should end up like that. I'll do it again because it's confusing. Open this up, slide this panel down. That's going to come out like this. Bring this over and then bring that together. These two are going to tab together like that. So now we're making our little box here. This came out. Okay. And then this whole thing has to accordion up. And leave these doors open for now. What we want to do is take this piece here, that's going to flip around. It was the other way, like this. And that's going to come up and make the front of the cab. Come to the bottom here, there's 2 panels here. We're going to fold outwards to make the front of the truck. And then come to the inside here, fold out these panels here. And now we have to get this all fit together. And that's why I mentioned this is definitely the more challenging part, because this box likes to collapse on itself. All right, here's our box. Get the doors in. So, and then push this tab into here. I'll show you again on this side. All right, and now our cab is complete. Phew. All right. Now we're going to come down to here, open up this butt flap, and this is going to tab into here. There's a little tab right there. Has to make its way into the bottom of the butt flap. It is a firm fit, so you should feel it tab in. All right, so all I've done is just laid it down so you can see what I'm doing here, but make sure these panels are upwards. Come to the inside here, you're going to fold these, and you might need a spudger or something, but basically these little squares right here have to flip around, and it can be a little annoying, but you want them all the way up like that. Same on this side, all the way up like that. And now that you have those out, go ahead and come into here, make sure this panel's up. You're going to extend this out on this double hinge right here. And this is going to come down. These are going to peg or tab in to the front of these. So make sure that meets up there. That kind of holds it together. You really need to make sure you get that. Fold this out. Get a fingernail in here. There's a little tab to grab onto right there. Pull that out. And it should peg in at the top. And then this is going to come to the top and peg in right here. So it sits vertically. All right, same on this side. Pull this out. Grab the little peg. Hit it a couple times, it will knock out, but that's what it should look like. And now we're going to take this whole panel, and this keeps coming out, and this is going to come around. Make sure it meets its way around all these panels and pieces here. To the front, I'm going to take this panel here. That's going to rotate down. Obviously make the front of the truck. It should look like that. Same on this side. And then this whole thing is going to come backwards. And sit behind that. And this is really one of the more irritating parts, as I was mentioning. Right, but make sure all those pegs and panels come in. So there's 1, 2, 3. And we'll do the other side. And our smokestacks fell down. Alright, now we can close the doors, and there's your cab. It's very annoying to do, and I'll get this cleaned up a little bit later. It's not perfectly straight. It's going to need a little bit of adjustment, but you should be able to get that completely straight. Come to the bottom here. We're going to take these wheels out. They're going to slide forward on this, and then there's a little peg right here on this red piece. So get those pegged into there. Same on this side, get those pegged into there. Alright, next we'll take care of these arms, and first we want to take this panel here. Now this has to fit under here, and if you see that it's like short, then that means you haven't extended it all the way. So hold here, give this a little extra pull. It's very, very tight, especially from the factory. I don't know what's going on there, but it should fit just under like that. Look like that. You come to here, fold this panel straight. I'm going to take this panel, lift this up. There's a triangular piece here you're going to fold out. This is going to flip all the way around and end up like this. And we're going to take this piece here. I have this rotated in the wrong spot. This is going to fit under here. Again, you got to lift the plastic and get it under there, or you'll have that problem. Right. And this eventually is going to go in here. Don't do it just yet. So go ahead and do the exact same thing on this side. So we'll do that off camera, and we'll be right back. Right, now that we have both arms done, we have a little option here to get them together. So you can take the gun here, fold down the handle, and this will actually fit in between the arms. It just gives it a little bit extra stability. So the tab right here, that's going to fit into this slot right here. And then there's a tab in the front that's going to fit right here. So basically get that pegged in on one side. So it should look like that. The front tab doesn't really sit that securely, to be honest. Then bring this one up. And there's a couple different places I'm going to peg in. So on the back here, there's a tab. So get that tab in right here. And then get the gun pegged in on both sides. and in the front there's a tab as well. We're going to take these pieces here on the bottom. That's going to rotate down. We're going to fold out that piece there. Come to the bottom here, there's a little gray piece that's folded inwards. So it looks like that. And bring this around and tab it in to the bottom of the truck. Here we go. And there's a tab right here as well, so that secures all of that, all right? So same on this side, get that gray piece out to complete the gas can, bring this down, and then tab that underneath. It should look like that. All right, the last step is actually probably the most annoying and complicated step, so I'm showing you it like this so it's most visible. But grab a spudger, you're gonna wanna take this piece out, and you just need something to get a little bit of leverage, but it's on a double hinge. So you want to take this double hinge, flip it all the way around so it sits like that with the two tabs facing downwards. Then you're going to take these panels here, lift these up, and we're going to get these wheels in place. So these wheels, you have to fold down these rocker pieces, I don't know what they are. And this is going to come into here, and you want to slide that down. There's two tabs on here. They're going to fit into the bottom here, right there. So get those on first while sliding this little notch up into here. And it can be annoying, trust me. Get that up in there, get this tabbed into there, and then this is going to go right into the side there. Okay, come to the side here. This piece is actually going to attach. There's a single tab that holds it together. So get that into there, like that. All right, I'm going to show you the other side just because it is actually one of the more harder steps. Bring this up, fold this down so you have this facing upwards. Then come into here, slide this notch into here while getting this tabbed in. And if you need to push, you can push from the bottom. Get that tabbed in, and then this is going to peg into the side right here. You should feel a nice firm peg, right? It actually pegs in nicely. And then this, come to the side, tab this in to here. Right now that we have these side panels in, we can open up these, which we left for last here. You can unfurl all of that. There are tabs on the bottom here. So this is actually going to push down that way. And there is a tab here on the side that's going to fit into the side of this. I'll show you from here. There's the slot right there. So get this over. And there you go, pick that in, and then same on this side, open this up. And then finishing touches here, go ahead and open up your rear view mirrors. And these can just be situated, rotate the rockets so that you have the fin on the top.